Kumar Reddy is the Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University with a distinguished academic background, holding degrees from Usmania University, IIT Madras, and Drexel University, USA, and postdoctoral experience at Southern Illinois University, USA. He has held prominent leadership roles, including Vice Chancellor at Gandhi Institute of Engineering and Technology, University in Odisha, Director General at Pandit Deen Dayal Petroleum University, Gujarat, Advisor at the All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi. And his key contributions are spearheading NAAC and NBA accreditations and policy formulations at various institutions, established national, international, academic, and industry collaborations with organizations like DRDO, DMRL, BHEL, and universities in Sweden, Singapore, USA, and Thailand, led curriculum development, faculty recruitment, and research proposal facilitation, managed research projects funded by NASA, DRDL, DMRL, AICTE, and others, played a major role in institutional branding and strategic planning. And to his credit, he has received many awards and recognitions. Some of them are recipient of the multiple research awards and a state-level meritorious teacher award in 2010, successfully guided numerous PhD, MS, and MTech students, secured technology transfers and research funding worth over 86 lakhs. His extracurricular activities are, he is a state and university level athlete in handball, basketball, athletics, and cricket. So Dr. Reddy's career reflects excellence in academic leadership, research, administration, and fostering industry academia collaboration across Indian and international institutions. And he just assumed as the Vice Chancellor of the JNTU Hyderabad. Welcome, sir. Please address the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you in the US and a very good evening to everybody in India. It's a privilege to address such a distinguished set of alumni. The keen interest is showing in trying to help the juniors, your fellow alums from.
One second.
Can you hear me?
Mute them, please. Yeah.
And we have students from our constituent colleges, from our 10 colleges, an engineering college and a management school in Hyderabad, an engineering college and pharmacy college in Sultanpur, Jagtial, Mantani, then Sirsilla, then Vanaparthi, Mahbubabad, and Brahma, correct me if there are any other, Vanaparthi,
Rajendra Sirisilla, sir.
Khammam, Paleru. So the government has reposed a lot of faith in JNTU to start new colleges in the Mufassil areas because it's a pan-Telangana university statewide, and that has a lot of challenges for us and opportunities as well. At the moment, 4 college final year students are going for placements, namely Hyderabad, where the placement scenario is very vibrant and a lot of students are getting jobs not only in the IT area but also the core engineering areas. That's very nice. However, in campuses like Jagtial, Mantani, and Sultanpur, which have been in existence for quite some time, the placements are not so great, with only about 40 students out of a graduating class of maybe 300 students are getting jobs. That doesn't speak well for the placements in the Mufassil areas. And this year, students from Rajanna Sirsilla have reached the 4th year, with very, very frugal infrastructure, because they are sharing a government college premises for their college, and hostels in private areas have been taken on rent to make their living and all that. So under very uh, trying circumstances, these constituent colleges are running. I commend the faculty and the administrators are doing that, and we are telling the government to disburse the money so that these college buildings, the infra, the faculty are being built. So right now we have about, let's say 360 students per final year batch. And we are talking about Brahmara, how many final year students are there in all the constituent colleges, the engineering ones?
Must be around 500, sir.
No. In all the colleges where students are going to in the final year.
Yeah.
For
Around eight colleges, around nine colleges, no, sir. Nine colleges into around 60 students per batch on an average. If we take around 540 like that, sir.
no, that's the
500 to
talk
600.
only about computer science, but there are computer science, mechanical, electrical, civil, uh, electronics and communication. So all these branch students are there, and you very well know in Telangana, no, pan India, the core engineering branches are not doing well at all because parents and students don't perceive very many job opportunities, and everybody is trying to get a seat in computer science, and then the admission season is going to start in very soon. But these students who are there are from both IT and core engineering. So any inputs for what do you call for training them or giving the internships or pre-placement inputs you want to give, you have to address both the core engineering as well as the computer science graduate students. So this is the first point. Then I think in the rural area, the students are very hardworking and industrious. However, their English proficiency may be slightly lacking, but that doesn't mean they are not knowledgeable in the subject area. So that's one area we have to try and do something. And I thank the alums to trying to help. And I think precisely for this reason, our Honorable IT Minister Sridhar Babu Garu has got in touch with TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and they have a wing called TCS Iron, where they impart training to such students for 20 weeks. So what they do is they conduct an exam. This is only for computer science students. Then out of a batch, let's say 62 branches of computer science, if some colleges have more, they select, shortlist 100 students. They take 100 and then they impart training for 20 weeks. And post the training, the first component in that training is a soft skills program. In this soft skills program, the first part is the campus to corporate. How our students should behave when they go to a corporate. So I took a lot of notes as to what TCSIN is trying to do. First is workplace readiness. How do our students behave and communicate in the workplace? Then cognitive skills. then English communication skills, and interview skills. That's what they impart in the first 5 weeks. 5 into 4, 20. First 5 weeks will be the soft skills program, what they call it as the Campus Connect. I think this soft skill program can be extended to all the final year students because that will make them more ready for facing interviews. Now, the Honorable Minister Sridhar Babu has talked TCS into training these 100 students as a part of corporate social responsibility. And what they do is out of the 100 students, after each module, they have tests after continuous test-based evaluation and learning by doing concept. At the end of 20 weeks, they select 70 students whom they will place. And they have a tie-up with tier 2 and tier 3 IT companies all over India. And they try to place these students, these 70 students in these tier 2 IT companies pan-India. And they spread it over a time frame of 6 months. So, they try to get these students placed. They don't promise all the 100, 70, yes. But they say that these students have been trained, they may leave the job pretty soon, in the sense that they give a package of, let me say, about 3.5 lakhs per annum. That works out to about 28 to 30,000 a month. That's slightly on the lower side. But then having undergone the training, I'm told by the TCS guys that they jump up the ladder and get better job opportunities because they've undergone this training. That's what they've been telling. This TCS iron training phenomena is pan-India. It's not only JNTU, they do in bulk all over India, several thousands of IT graduates. Having said that, we shouldn't restrict this to only the IT graduates. We should also try to give some, internship and job readiness inputs to core engineering, mechanical, civil, electrical, and computer science students as well. So some of the things which I have in mind, I'm not plugged into industry right now, imparting them skills in software based, like in mechanical engineering, you have ANSYS, and CAD/CAM and finite element and things like that. And I think a lot of things are available in embedded system software, trainings. So this will be for the core engineers. So this is the first part which I was trying to say. Then the next component is what I have in mind. If we can try and mimic this TCS iron thing by ourselves, by sending some of our faculty to similar training programs, I think we can save that money. Because what TCS iron charges per student is 30,000. So the corporate social responsibility, which Sridhar Babu Garu has arm wrested from TCS, is 30 lakhs for the 100 students. So if we can, and our alumni, if they have some expertise in these areas, and if they can impart these skills online or with some visits, this 20-week program is online and it is 20 hours per week. And it's constantly, they have a bunch of tests, and a person from TCS IN comes every week physically and monitors them for a a day or so and then goes back. Then every week another person comes for the hands-on touch. So this is as far as the TCS program is concerned. Now, other things which are also, this is where our alumni can handhold. And since you have very diverse international experience, you can also chip in with what is best for us. And I feel, why should we spend 30,000 for a student? We can make do with some training modules for our own faculty and or some specialists who teach these. Maybe we can do it for a much less value proposition. Then another thing which we are doing or trying to do was when my PhD topic in the US was a NASA project, real time NASA Lewis Research Center, Cleveland. So likewise, I would like our students to do real-time projects, not only the BTechs, but the MTechs and the PhDs. So we want to do demand-side research rather than the supply-side research. What are the national imperatives? We would like to focus on that and then do that. So what we want to have is a what do you call, a scenario where 24/7 power, affordable housing, then food security, the fuel security, the FEW, food, fuel, energy, environment. W is waste and drinking clean water. These are, to put it very briefly, FEW. So these are national imperatives. So if we can tailor our research in these areas, suppose you have a PhD student, then we have two master students under him. Then under each master student, you have two BTech groups. So we have a hierarchy of students who work on a big project. The data from the bottom percolates up to the top. So each one getting benefited. So you have a system where you have the PhD students, the master students, and the undergraduate student getting benefited. And we try to get these projects from industry. It's not pie in the sky projects. So we are going to get in touch with all the industries, find out their requirements, and do demand side research. Precisely for this, I'm going to Delhi on Tuesday to meet up with officials from DRDO, CSR, DBT, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology. And I worked in AICT 20 years back. So I know each, organization have their trust areas. What research needs to be done by the universities, which will have a bang for the buck. So we should focus on that. So we want our BTech students to either do projects in, demand side areas, and we would like some students to also get involved in startups by themselves or through a generous support from technology business incubator, which is funded by central government, which we have on campus. We also have a J Hub, just like the Telangana Hub. We also have a JNTU Hub. Both are modest, but if some alumni want to get involved in these kind of activities, we'll be more than happy to involve them. So these are some of the thoughts which I have. So we want to improve the employability quotient of our students. We want to do real-time research, which percolates at all levels. And if employability is a challenge with so many graduates in the market, maybe startup culture, to invigorate the startup culture. So these are some of the thoughts I have in my mind. So I really thank all the alumni in the US for participating in this initiating. And this is only the trailer, as our honorable Prime Minister called it. ये तो सिर्फ शुरुआत है. So we want to take it further. So thank you for your patient listening. Thank you so much. I'll participate in these proceedings for a little while, and then I'll sign off because I have some meetings tomorrow also, despite tomorrow being a Sunday. Thank you very much, all of the stakeholders.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision and mission. And definitely, we will support you. We will create one expert committee from the alumni led by our keynote speaker today, Ramesh Vemuganti, when he returns to India. He will meet you in person and formulate a way how do we engage our alumni to share their expertise for the benefit of our students so that they can get employed in a meaningful way. Thank you, sir. Now, let me have the honor of introducing our Director for Alumni Affairs, Dr. Brahmara Panitapu. And interestingly, she holds a BTech from JNTU, graduated in 1995, and PG from Coimbatore Institute of Technology, and PhD from JNTU, Hyderabad. She is currently teaching in the Department of Mechanical Engineering and assumed recently as an additional responsibility as the Director of Alumni Affairs. So let's hear from her and her vision briefly, and after that, we will have Ramesh to address the gathering. Madam, go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Harigaru. One second, sir. Yeah. So, good evening, all. Good evening, all the alumni from Alumni Association USA and also Alumni Association here, and also all the students from various engineering colleges. Dear students, may I request you to kindly type your college name beside your name so that we will know who are all the students joined from which college and all. So thank you so much for joining. This being the summer vacation for you, and also at 8 o'clock, and I'm seeing around 80 students. I'm very happy to see you all. Sir, VC said the final year students are around, I think, 1,500. Where we would expect more number of students to join these proceedings, which we conduct from time to time with the help of our alumni. Just to give you a briefing about the directorate, which has recently formulated, the directorate of University Alumni Affairs has been formulated in the year 2023, and yeah, so it has formulated in 2023, and since then the alumni has donated to the DALA, Directorate of Alumni Affairs, and they have the funds have been utilized towards the development of the infrastructural developments in terms of seminar halls in mechanical department, seminar hall in electrical department, and also there were certain hostel refurbishment also happened. So all these things could be done with the help of the funds that were obtained from the alumni since the formulation of the directorate. Now, the focus has been on proper structure for the smooth flow of information from the directorate to the principals, and from the principals to the respective heads of the departments and to the students. So, this structure we are in the process of formulating, and I am very happy that so many students have joined, and the topic has been specially requested for all of you by our Vice Chancellor. And thank you for the Alumni Association USA for taking the initiative and arranging this talk for all our students. So I hope all the students take benefit out of it, and I request the students to please inform your batchmates and classmates to please join as the proceedings, as the talk is going to begin only now. So thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, for the update. We'll continue to work with you. Now, let me introduce our today's keynote speaker, a proud alumni of JNTU. Ramesh Vemuganti is a seasoned management professional with over 20 years of experience in IT, hardware, sales, marketing, networking, and training. He holds a BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from JNTU Hyderabad, 1975 to 80 batch, and an MBA in Marketing from Usmania University with a consistently outstanding academic record. Ramesh Vemuganti is a respected trainer, consultant, and educator known for his dynamic sessions, practical insights, and deep commitment to professional development and capacity building. His career highlights are he held a role from sales executive to CEO in leading companies like PSI Data Systems, Unicorp, and Modi Group. He specialized in marketing and selling IT solutions from global brands such as HP, IBM, Cisco, and Compaq. National sales trainer with impactful pan-India training experience for over a decade, and conducted 200 plus corporate training programs on sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, employability, innovation, and leadership. Trained over 2,000 professionals, including CEOs, entrepreneurs, faculty, and sales teams. Served as a World Bank QA expert in higher education with peer review assignments at 5 universities in Bangladesh. Delivered over 4,000 lectures and taught MBA students for 17 plus years at institutions including Usmania University, JNTU, and Dr. MCR HRD. Faculty trainer and speaker at numerous government and private institutions. Invited speaker on diverse topics including employability, innovation, governance, digital marketing, HR, and leadership. Delivered sessions across India, USA, Kenya, and Bangladesh. His media presence is appeared in over 120 TV and electronic media shows discussing leadership, motivation, youth employability, and societal issues. And we would like to welcome Ramesh to speak on this topic, which is requested by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, preparing JNTU graduates for employability and industry readiness. And this is part of our monthly webinar series initiated by the JNTU Hyderabad Alumni Association from the USA. Ramesh, please take it over and share your insights. How do we prepare our students for employability?
Thank you, Dr. Hari, for the wonderful introduction. Our Vice Chancellor, Professor T. Kishan Reddy Garu, Professor Brahmara,
కొంచెం
my alumni.
కెమెరాది పైకి ఎత్తితే your visibility will be more.
Okay, now?
ఇంకా కొంచెం. Yes, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. My alumni in India and also my alumni in US and also globally, and to all the faculty, students from affiliated constituent engineering colleges of JNTU. I am delighted to be here, present on this topic, which is close to my heart. And we are also delighted that Professor Kishan Reddy Garu is also keen to see that the graduates become global professionals. And we will do whatever needed to make this happen. As he rightly pointed out, this is only a beginning we are starting with, and then it will go on. So what I have done in my presentation over here is I have given some exclusive points with my own experience and exposure, which could be useful to the students from different angles. And it talks of knowledge, it talks of skills, it talks of innovations, it talks of various things that they can do. And I will present it over the next 25-30 minutes. And then alumni can add on with their own inputs. And it can be a fully comprehensive module. We can take it forward to the Vice Chancellor Garu. A few words about alumni and whatever happened, our association earlier with the JNTU. Myself, Dr. S. Vijay Mohan Rao, was the president of Alumni Hyderabad chapter, India chapter, and then we met a number of times, okay, at various departments last few years. A good deal of work has gone in. And we played a key role in the global alumni meet over there, and we gave scholarships. And subsequently, Dr. Hari and the alumni got involved, and they've really taken it off to the next level. It's a wonderful job, and they need to be congratulated, and a round of applause for all the US alumni for making this event and taking it to this point. I will give a little background of what I am going to talk. Okay, so I've divided the uh, entire presentation into four topics. The first focus is on the students. So, who is our student? What is that they can do? At what level they are? How they can be scaled up? What needs to be done? And what is in our hands? And what more needs to be done from different stakeholders? The first is the students part. Next is the faculty. To what extent the faculty get involved in the scaling up of the students and their own role in the whole process. A major role faculty also holds. Then the role of alumni, which will be discussed. What I feel is good, I will share. Okay. And then whatever happens later on, okay, we'll all pull up. Then the university authorities. What is the kind of environment which the university should provide to make all these things happen? So I will also be sharing some points on that. I come from Telangana. I also understand the socio-economic conditions in Telangana. Most of the graduates of our engineering colleges, okay, are from this region, and especially from the lower strata and the middle class. It's very important that you know the students. So my father was a bureaucrat, so we had a lot of exposure. We still have connections with the village. So I'll speak from this background so that we address the core areas and then go into the scaling up of the students. Now I will just present the PPT.
Small interruption, sir. I would like to welcome Professor Venkateshwar Reddy Garu, who also joined the meeting from JNTUH. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Thank you, madam.
Welcome, sir.
Please let me know if you can see this.
Yeah, we see your desktop. Yeah, now we can see the presentation. Yes.
Thank you very much. Absolutely fine. Here we take off.
The presentation mode lo pettandi, if you can.
Welcome.
Yes, perfect.
Well, to start with, the agenda is very clear for all of us. How do we transform the JNTU graduates into global professionals? First and foremost, we always believe in expressing our gratitude to the alma mater. I'm sure a large number of alumni, my classmates and friends, our age group, are in this session. Our beloved principal, Dr. B.S. Chowdhury of Nagarjuna Sagar Engineering College, he made a statement on the first day of our college, and he said only one thing. You are a meritorious students with high scores and marks so far, fine. But remember, engineering is 70% hard work and 30% intelligence. And let me also tell you, future is for the student who keeps working hard all through engineering, all semesters. Struggle in college, be comfortable in life. Of course, the reverse happens. Enjoy in college, face a tough future. Every student from 1972 onwards, we have been tracking for many years to follow, has been getting decent placements, promising jobs, and most of us are in this session now, becoming global professionals, marvelous entrepreneurs, independent, self-employed professionals, and they've excelled in the field of endeavor. This is what happens if you follow what your principal said. And all of us are extremely indebted to Dr. Chaudhary Garu, our beloved principal, for making this happen. So if at all there is one thing which I would like to share with all the students, there is no work like hard work. People talk of smart work, people talk of different types of work, but nothing like hard work. Okay. So please, let's start with only the first point on focus on the hard work. Well, decide that you are committed. The power of determination will make you unstoppable. By determination, people talk that someone has to be determined, but determination is internal. If the determination is internal, there is no stopping. All of us have got that internal determination, and we have come to this point. Yeah, certain things are coming on the stage, screen.
Suresh, can you look into that? Somebody's okay. Now it's gone.
Yeah. Not sure, sir. I'll look into it.
Yeah. Okay. A minute on what is the status today. India has grown owing to the IT services sector. Okay. Post 1992 reforms, IT has taken off very well. Initially, to start with, the compacts, the and IBM, HP, the hardware. Okay. Parallelly, your Infosys, TCS, Wipro, IT services, they have really gone global. They have become very big, large presence across the globe, primarily responsible, okay, for making India as one of the fastest growing economies today. And another thing that IT has done is to push several sectors. If healthcare, telecom, banking, education, retail, hospitality, manufacturing are rapidly growing, okay, at a fantastic pace, IT is basically the enabler. Okay. Now, here I want to add one point about our students, especially the IT students and the computer science students. They should not look at the IT sector for jobs. The jobs are in various sectors. So, what is important is increase their awareness. Tell them that there are several opportunities in all these sectors, and IT is there in every sector today. IT industry, as you know very well, okay, has disseminated, has diffused from a single sector. It has gone to all the sectors. So this is one thing which they should tap in the right way. New challenges coming up, AI, Gen AI. Now, how do we cope up and prepare our JNTU graduates? I have been also visiting various Telangana colleges of late, and several colleges, several students do not have awareness of AI. So this is one thing which needs to be immediately addressed. It is not one college or two college. We have to spread the awareness across all the constituent colleges. So engineering colleges must focus on technical skills, life skills, and holistic training of the students to produce competent engineers. There is a need to adopt an industry-oriented approach, which is the key to successful campus placement activities. And finally, based on the theory of learning by doing, students should be inspired by the latest innovations and technological development in industries. This is where you connect the classrooms to the practical aspects. Students get excited with the latest innovations, and I'm sure JNTU also has done a remarkable job, the JNTU students, coming up with several innovations and making all of them happen. Industrial revolution, the first one was mechanization 1.0 with steam, water, and mechanization. Industry 2.0 was focused on mass assembly line, which Henry Ford has brought in along with electricity. Prior to that, Industry 3.0 is about the advent of computers, and computers and automation came in, and they've really changed the face of manufacturing sector. And today, what we are running through is Industry 4.0. It is the connectivity and the big data. So today our students must have awareness. Our faculty must have awareness. We should focus, and of course, most of us are already doing it. It is a smart manufacturing. It is a smart cities. It is a smart homes. Robotics, AI, ML, DL, Gen AI, cyber physical systems for production. Today it is no longer individual computers. It is all network of computers. It is the information and communication technologies. Communication technologies and IT, they are integrated. They are together. They are not separate. Sensors are connecting machines, devices, people, and systems. It is a data sciences, which is a huge field. Data is a new oil, of course, authentic, validated data, IoT, VR, and AR applications. So earlier we were producing the goods and offering services. That was the economy. Today it is a knowledge economy. A knowledge economy, the product is knowledge. If you have the right knowledge, then you move forward, you progress, you make it happen. And the focus should be on knowledge. Now, developed nations possess more information, plethora of knowledge in various sectors, do more innovations, utilize many technologies compared to developing nations. Even India also, the way we have come out in the recent event, knowledge and technologies, we are far ahead of many other states. So focus should be knowledge. The most important thing I would like to start with is increase the awareness level of JNTU graduates. How do we make them global professionals? Should be an awareness. Okay. Some are government educated, of course, yes, and majority are hustlers from towns and rural areas. That is a challenge, certainly. So their socio-economic conditions, habits, upbringing, qualities, they are different. Okay, mostly lower middle class. Yes, there is a shyness, there is a fear of English communication, inhibitions, and unable to express. Some students come to me after 1 year, 2 years of working in IT companies. They keep coming to me. They say in the performance appraisal, they are unable to express themselves. In Telugu language, they say, నువ్వు ఏం చేసావు చెప్పబోయా అంటే వాళ్ళు చెప్పలేకపోతున్నారు. That is the point. So we should teach them a proper verbal English. Okay, that is what the focus. So that they should be able to express what they have done. So continuous increase in awareness levels, of course, your AI and tools and various products. It's a global scenario. And finally, the last point, they should be aware of the new opportunities in India. India is emerging. For example, railways. They should be following the railway minister, Ashwini Vaishnav. They are doing wonders. In fact, yesterday I was talking about a hydrogen train. See the opportunities over there. So they should think differently. Okay, this is important. New opportunities of India. Already a huge revolution is happening in the infrastructure sector. So where are the jobs? That is where is important. So they should understand where are the jobs and also do their own planning. So fastest growing states, India has 6 or 7 states which are driving the country. Okay, so they should focus that industries, ecosystems, what are the skills in demand and needed and various training agencies. So ఇవన్నిటి గురించి అవగాహన కల్పించాలి. Okay, let us tell them what these things are and why they are so important for each one of them. Now, as far as university is concerned, the core purpose is to impart quality education and offer other services. Institutions' focus success is measured by how economically and effectively it delivers instruction. So research is a major focus, which is already there in different streams. And JNTU is one of the few campuses I have seen across the country where there is a tremendous focus on research happening in various departments. And we need to congratulate all the activities and the work they have done in the past several years. And JNTU Startup Hub, J-Hub, is doing a wonderful job. And what needs to be done is a good coordination between research and these startups. So my suggestion, my request is R&D should result in I. Research, development, innovation. That should be the route. R to D, D to I. So the outcome of research is an innovative idea or a service or a product. This should incubate startups and take it forward. So some students, let us put them over there, for the startups incubation and in this direction. Now, what changed the world? Many people think that internet changed the world, but basically it is a Intel. All of you understand, you're all senior alumni and senior professionals. So when Intel came up with the microprocessor, it set the process of globalization with mammoth data, information inundation, knowledge dissemination, and plethora of technologies and innovations. So 1970, Intel invented microprocessor. After that, the world became a different place. 30 minutes became 10 minutes. Today with AI, it is a matter of 1 minute or even less than that. That is the world we are going. Manufacturing zoomed. 5 cars were produced in a day, it became 500. So also all standardized products, okay, consumer, electronics, telecom. So this has changed the face and outcomes of all organizations and various other institutions as listed over there. R&D labs, universities, statistics departments, manufacturing, everything changed with the microprocessor. 1970, in fact, to summarize, the world after 1970 is different from the world before 1970. Microprocessor has really proliferated data all over. Too. Now coming to the communication. Okay, they say money follows the story. If you have good storytelling, okay, the money follows. Speaking, writing, talking are the most important communication skills to succeed in today's era. It will be easy to learn. Why should there be a focus on communication? Why should our students learn communication? Basically, they can learn any skill, any system, any technology, including your digital photography or digital marketing, robotics, okay, or any foreign language, if they know English properly, because English is spoken in more than 100 countries. Okay. And let me also tell one point here. They need not be professors of English. Let us not drive them hard into that, but let them be confident while speaking English and having proper conversations. That is very important. And other areas like music, digital photography, entrepreneurship, social media, okay, all of them become very easy to learn if the communication is good. Now, what they learn from 9 to 5 is 50% in the college. But students should know from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. what you do that enables you to reach your potential. మనం ఎంతకాలము కాలేజ్ అవర్స్ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ వర్క్షాప్స్ laboratories, ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఇంటర్న్స్ అంటాం. That is fine. That is 9 to 5. But what do you do from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m.? This is what is important. This should be our focus. This is where our faculty, our alumni, okay, we can all coordinate and see that the student scales up. So engage them in optimize learning and acquiring the knowledge. There is nothing more powerful than continuous effort, and come what may. All of the senior alumni will agree. You all started off as engineers and you all became vice presidents and CEOs. It is a continuous effort. It is not the intelligence IQ, okay, only. So it is not the strength or the intelligence. So continuous effort unlocks our potential. Certainly, we have to follow what Winston Churchill has stated. Yeah, the DIKTI link: data, information, knowledge, technologies, innovations. This is what is the scenario in one slide. 1970, we had only 4 types of bread. Today we have 20 plus. It's going to 30 plus. Only 3 cars, Indian cars, you know very well. Ambassador, Maruti, and Fiat. Today 200 plus models. Similarly, TV channels. Now OTP has taken over. Mobiles, smart homes. And there is a huge, massive revolution in banking, in retail, in fitness centers, in latest is curry points, new opportunities for jobs. Okay, all this happened because of the continuous increase in data. I'll just come back here. Yeah. So continuous increase in data resulted in plethora of information. Okay, and tons of knowledge. Today there is knowledge which is happening and getting proliferated across organizations, across states, across countries. And knowledge, application of knowledge is technologies. More knowledge comes in, more technologies come in. And more, the moment anything new that comes, that is an innovation. So this is the link which all of us should understand. So finally, everything is going up. Today we have so many technologies around. Everything is increasing. The reason is there is a continuous inflow of data. Data is the new oil. Data is the way the world is running. It's a data-driven decision making everywhere. So the importance of data, every student has to understand. So let us understand. In fact, to have a good alumni database, only then we can start. Everywhere we require data. So finally, we are saying that let them get into a lifelong learning. Now, subject knowledge, specialized knowledge, market knowledge, product knowledge. ఇక్కడ మనం ఫోకస్ చేయాలండి స్టూడెంట్స్ మీద. వాళ్ళకి ఇది నేర్పియండి. Let us focus because that is where they lack. If you ask any student of JNTU, okay, in Mantini or Jagtial or any of the other affiliate colleges, can you name the top 10 IT companies in India, the top 10 pharma companies in India, the top 10 engineering companies? That's what. Whether they can do it or not, that is important. That is awareness. So we should focus on that. And then they should also know how to maintain their good health. Today, the youth have little energy. Class lo half an hour gaagane vallu they're yawning and they don't have energy. They have a whole lot of life in front of them. They should focus. They should have enough knowledge how to maintain themselves. మనం ఇంతగానే చెప్తున్నాం వాళ్ళు సరిగా వినకుంటే వాళ్ళు నిద్రపోతున్న కష్టంగా. So this is what is happening. So maintaining good health, I am sure all the teachers will agree to this. And they should play the games and knowledge. And of course, knowledge of the nation. How many states are there? Many. How many union territories? Geography, language, lifestyle, everything. Of course, the global knowledge. Finally, what I am saying is, today there are no national carriers or local carriers. If we have global carriers, a global carrier ante adedo manam peddaga dani we should not look at it as a very big thing. That is a way to go. He is talking global and he is not talking global. That is the only way we talk. మనం మాట్లాడేదే గ్లోబల్ గురించి. So that is what is happening. Thanks to your economic reforms, thanks to internet, thanks to data revolution, and everything is gone global. So Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla said, fine, we all talk of skill development, but first create jobs and then provide skills to people. Mundu jobs, the focus initially should be the jobs. Now, can we interact for a minute, Andy? The next 10 minutes I'll complete. Can we interact? Or
Yeah,
I
sure.
can
Yes.
complete
You can ask.
That's a very good idea అండి.
Yeah.
మీరు
Yeah, I can ask a
చాలా
question and-
బాగా చెప్పారు అన్ని.
Or shall I continue for 10 minutes and we can interact?
Yeah. Finish your presentation, then we can.
Okay, done.
open the floor.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I'll be touching on several points. I thought anyway it's being recorded, so we can
Yeah, it
always,
is recorded. Yes.
fine. We can take it forward. Absolutely. Because as and when the points keep coming to my mind, I'm speaking and sharing. Okay. So when Mr. Birla said first create jobs, now who will create the jobs? Is it the MNCs? Is it the large corporates? Is it the big corporations? Are you expecting the government to create jobs? All state governments put together, each government 2 to 3 lakhs they can create. That is only some 50 lakhs. But we have about 2-3 crores of graduates coming every year into the market. So it is a startups. It is a small business. It is a medium scale business. These are the organizations. They will create the jobs. They say on average, every startup does creating 11 jobs. So that is where is the focus. Although Mr. Birla talks about creating jobs, he was very wise enough to speak. So this is what he focuses on, the startups and small business. I will also touch upon that. Now, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, after taking over as the CM, just want to share with you, made an important announcement that let us focus on the skills inventory before we talk skill development. First of all, inventory, the topmost priority. So conduct meetings and brainstorming sessions with the SSIs, MSIs, corporates, research institutions, banks, central government, PSUs, healthcare chains, retail chains, the big corporate groups, okay, your Apollo group, your Birla group, okay, your Dr. Reddy's group, all these groups. Then just one thought came to me. From Patancheru to Miapur to GD Matla, we can map the units, invite the owners, entrepreneurs, top management, build a sort of a rapport with them, and have discussions and deliberations, and ask them what is the skills you need, because this exercise has not been conducted earlier. Okay, so this is what is important. A part of our students can be employed there. So once we understand what they need, then we work backwards and plan accordingly on how to groom, develop, and train the JNTU students, okay, and facilitate their employment. So let us keep several channels open for our graduates to go, okay, and get placed. This is one channel. And this can happen parallelly because this is an exercise by itself. Once we have a team in place which is doing several activities, this can go on parallelly. Okay, maybe 2 or 3 alumni in Hyderabad, coordinated by US alumni, can do this activity. Well, the values are important, as you know very well. In US, you have made continuous progress owing to the values. So I would like to focus the most important here is the integrity. Come what may. Okay, it is the integrity that matters. It is a character, it is a trust, it is a walk the talk. So let us prepare every student with a high integrity levels. No compromise. Our Tatas and our Infosys, our Wipro, okay, they will never compromise. They will compromise on merit. They will compromise on other achievements, but never on integrity. That's what even for senior positions also, they are very clear. You may be a high achiever, but if there is an issue somewhere in any of the previous organizations, then then they may not consider that person. Then time discipline. This is one thing which is very important in Telangana. Okay, it is percolating downwards. Students have to come on time. Come what may. 15 minutes before the class. Okay. And I was working for a company, Unicorp Industries, in just tell you one instance. I was always finding 2 students in the office, 2 employees. 9:30 office starts. They were always there by 9:10. I'm talking of 1996, 97. Let me tell you. Then I used to ask them, why are you coming so early? What is the reason? They say it's a habit. Whether they have breakfast or not, they come by 9. To this day, one is in Australia, another is in India. They are not unemployed for one day. That is the power of discipline. Everyone wants people who work sincerely. This is the truth. Continuous hard work, helping others teach to grow. Now, coming to the skills. So 30 years back, 40 years back, there were about 10 to 15 soft skills. Today we have 50 plus. Okay. Students need about 20 for a job, any job. Now, so what are soft skills? Simple. From a security guard to a CEO, everyone should have soft skills. Soft skills లేని ఏ పని చేయలేం. It's as simple as that. Focus, EQ, communication, now effective communication. In communication, there are verbal skills, listening skills, reading skills, writing skills, and body language. All 5 must be in proper shape. So let us focus on that. Let us prepare the student in this direction. And then the interpersonal skills. Today, for any job, the most important thing is how do you work with the other person? You may be a very high IQ person having excellent knowledge, but if you don't know how to work with the other person, it's very difficult to carry on with the job. So they should be able to work with everybody. So mannerisms, etiquette, time management, stress management. Let's focus on all these soft skills as part. I will also summarize in the next few minutes as to how we can do it as a module. Creativity, problem solving, others. Now we are talking of life skills. So far, the focus has been soft skills. Today, what is required is life skills. Life skills have emerged from soft skills. How do you manage failure? Facing failure and accepting failure. Face it, yeah. Failure. All people who succeeded in life have failed once or twice. It will never happen that you will be succeed in the first venture, first job, first business, okay, first assignment. No, you have to accept it. And how to, you're having backlogs. Fine, manage it, learn, reflect, put in hard work, absorb the knowledge, overcome the hurdles, and clear all the subjects. A lot of discussion about backlogs in colleges. So they should not worry and make it a discussion. They should focus. So I would say there is nothing called failure in life. It's just one more lesson and the way things won't work. As Albert Einstein said after inventing the electricity, they asked him, he said, I tried 10,000 times, but I know 9,999 times it won't work. I know that one way it works and that's what I want. So our great Steve Jobs and Mr. Narayan Murthy, Amitabh Bachchan, okay, and our own successful businessmen, entrepreneurs, doctors, scientists, వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా failure experience చేశాకనే they became successful. So please make a comeback. Always, there are always several situations in life, okay, in professional, personal, social, whatever. Each impacts the other, okay. And then another thing they should learn is in life skills, how to breathe. How to breathe, that's important. This is stressful situations in the examination halls. How do you manage? I've been taking these orientation classes the last 4 or 5 years in JNTU. Earlier also I've taken. Every after every session, there are about 20 questions at least. 20 or 15 only on psychology. How do I overcome fear? I'm not able to speak in public. What do I do? I get up in the night. I don't know what to do. There is some fear somewhere. So psychology related. This is what we have to address. Then I thought in first year they are like this. I went and we had discussion with the VC also, the previous VC, earlier VC. We told him this is what has to be addressed. So they are in the first year. So that is important. Now I think probably it can be taken up because we have an extremely proactive and a dynamic vice chancellor. So life skills, let us summarize mindfulness. They should be present in the classrooms, in workshops, in laboratories, in projects. Get fully involved. Project means proper project cheyandi. That will take you to a job. Similarly, internships. Tan man dhan bolte. Okay. So heart and soul should be involved. Then personal finance. They should be able to understand finance. We understand many students talk of packages in the first year. We should not encourage that. You should know before knowing engineering or your branch, how can you talk about package? This is a problem. But know the importance of money. Don't spend money, save money, be very frugal. These are all the life skills we should tell them. We should teach them. Nutritional diet, extremely important. On time, eating on time. All of us are in shape in our 60s and 50s because we are maintaining a diet and we do some exercise. And we have many people are doing yoga of late, which really boosts up the energy levels. So these are life skills which focus. So finally, what I'm saying is Napoleon Hill motivated and influenced American businessmen, people, professionals in the 1930s when America was in the Great Depression. Single man went around and did it, I understand. There are many books on that. Please read one book by Napoleon Hill, which is very important. Then that really made USA superpower. So no negative thinking, be positive in negative situations. So positivity leads to enthusiasm, leads to energy, leads to perseverance, leads to results. So ask for employability, positive attitude, relevant knowledge, right skilling, major thrust areas to get a placement. Who is a winner today? Okay, learners are winners, please. Today it is not the person who is a topper. Toppers are not necessarily winners. People having a lot of knowledge, deep knowledge, not necessarily a winner. If he stops learning, keep learning. And somebody who learns quickly will be an immediate winner. This is what we have to tell the students beyond Hyderabad, engineering college students in the rural areas. Immediate గా నేర్చుకోవాలి. కొత్త ఎంఎస్ ఆఫీస్ న్యూ ప్యాకేజ్ వేసుకం లెర్న్ ఇట్. ఏఐ టూల్ వచ్చేసి నేర్చుకోండి. ఏఐ గురించి డిస్కషన్ లో పెట్టకండి. ఏఐ టూల్ నేర్చుకోండి. Start with learning today. Maybe it will take 1 month, maybe 2 months. Start today. The great John Kennedy said, 1,000-mile journey starts with the first step. So what is there to worry? We have to only proceed in one direction. So we learn from, now I want to just touch upon another important point. We learn from our parents, teachers, neighborhood, first boss, colleagues, vendors, customers, of course, the internet and various tools, search engines. One type of learning is not happening, that is asking a question. Students have to be encouraged to ask questions, clear a doubt, a query, an explanation. Then and there, doubt ni out cheyali. In the classrooms, in workshops, everywhere. They should get into this habit. And even if in a big public meeting, they can ask a question. They can raise a question. People will look at them. They will improve their employability. They should attend, they should also become members of associations. There is one Hyderabad Management Association. There is one engineering associations, engineering institution of engineers. Many programs are conducted. Students should go from rural areas, especially. హైదరాబాద్ వాళ్ళకు ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. రూరల్ ఏరియాస్ వాళ్ళకు ఇంపార్టెంట్. వాళ్ళకి ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఇప్పించాలి. ప్రాపర్ కోఆర్డినేషన్ చేసుకొని let them attend lectures in the Institute of Engineers. They learn so many other practical aspects. When JNTU graduates, please ask questions. All students overcome shyness, shed your inhibitions, and lose the fear of speaking out. Speak, make mistakes, start speaking, and then one day you will be good in your expression. Now, a slide on the best practices of NIT and IIT, whatever I have known. Okay. There, the seniors guide the juniors. The third years guide the first years. This is what happened. The fourth year, generally, they'll be busy with placements and their careers and all. Third year, I have understood. Generally, the first year and second years, they guide. This practice can be implemented, and we can have a mechanism for that. They learn notebooks, books, material, diverse subjects. Okay. And like performing arts, some of you may be interested in performing arts. We're talking of employability. They may be interested in performing arts. Okay. And they should be encouraged in that direction. If you go to the big universities like the Harvard and Stanford, our US alumni will agree. Academicians, those visiting researchers, professors, they attend various activities on the campus. Many activities in diverse fields are happening. Some concert over here, some music over there, and some other exhibition, some other arts related, all the activities, some talk, some seminar. So that is what is important. So let us give them a complete exposure. And if they are interested in any particular performing arts, Professor Brahmara is here, let us encourage them in performing arts also. Someone may be a good singer, someone may be a good musician, someone may be a good in instruments, okay, and get going on that. Somebody may be a good dancer. Superpower. Learnability is a superpower. The ability to learn. If the ability is not there, the learning will not happen. So ability is a superpower in this knowledge economy. A JNTU BTech students, just to improve your ability. Sir, మాకు అది అర్థం కాదు, మేము నేర్చుకోలేము. Increase your ability. How does it happen? Continuously, you have to put in the efforts, continuous efforts to increase technical knowledge and latest technologies, better understanding of concepts. No student should say, I don't understand this. That should be our objective. Knowledge is as important as skills. I repeat in this. Everywhere I say. First to knowledge, then skills. Increase your awareness. Awareness to knowledge, knowledge to skills. Then to life skills and soft skills. Faculty administration infrastructure should facilitate the learnability of JNTU graduates. So I propose a CAS-skill model that we can take it forward, this particular model, which I've been sharing in several places. See, is communication, curiosity, capability. attendance, come what may. If attendance is not there, there is no, I would say there is not much of progress that can happen. Attendance is important. Then asking questions, attitude, skill slow, focus on life, soft, technical, managerial. Managerial, of course, mostly for the MBA students, okay, and a little bit for the technical students. Knowledge, as we discussed, integrity, yes, learnability is what. So, CASKIL model, CASKIL is a way to go. Now, completing last few slides, another 3-4 minutes. Coming to the faculty, they know the subject, but do you know the student? Faculty, I've been discussing this with various faculty in different places. They say, how is it possible there are 100 students? I said, whether there are 100 or 80, it is possible. Okay. Please divide them into groups, okay, and make group learning a focus and know your student. Because they are from rural background, okay, they don't open their mouths, and you should also know to what extent they absorb. So please know more about your students' attitude, behavior, absorption levels, strengths and weaknesses. So 1960s to 1990, there was very little data on every subject. Today, okay, there is massive data, massive information. The libraries are overflowing. One engineering college had gone 20,000 plus books, digital library in which there are thousands of books. So there is no dearth of information and knowledge. We have to only optimize and utilize the time properly. Optimize classroom engagement, need of the hour. Of course, power of technology, all of you know very well. This you can take it forward. Okay, please divide into groups. My suggestion is that's what we do for the MBA students. Now, engineering college also, because there are large numbers, kindly divide them into groups and teach in groups and have a combination of a bright student and other students in every group. So bright ones also teach the, the other students and scale them up. And this is what happens. So let us leverage, because time is limited, 4 years. A lot of things have to be learned. So let us leverage, okay, and utilize all the resources we have. So different technologies from communication to AI to Gen AI. How do we teach and maximize? This is what. So limited time and massive information, technologies and innovations in every sector. Now I have two suggestions to summarize and conclude. One is speaking platforms in the university. Now, what are the speaking platforms? They will be just about 3 feet or 4 feet above the ground, and they can be constructed, or we can make some arrangement for whatever uh, some places are available, something already done, made. You can do it very simple. Faculty should give the topics to every student every half an hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes per student. A student will go to the platform and speak. Climb the platform and speak. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుంది, పబ్లిక్ స్పీకింగ్ స్కిల్స్. ఫియర్, that's what it is. I have done it in one college and it's yielding very good results, please. So please become confident and do better learning. And then next is, one is speaking platforms. Next we can take it up, we can take it forward. Then the library. The faculty can lead the students, offer them journals. Engineering students have to read journals. They should understand the latest technologies and applications from journals. Okay, they should read the daily newspaper, either Hindu or Times, my suggestion, and they should also read the journals. And please initiate as far as faculty is concerned. Now, alumni, I have touched upon some points. Okay, another few more points. We have been addressing various students in the auditorium. We can have a little more focused interaction, like some alumni working in electronic sector can address the EC students. Someone in the civil sector, infrastructure, can address the civil engineering. We can have a matching, okay, and it can be a group-based activity also parallelly, in addition to the regular one. Somebody in the management can address the senior management level in US, other places can address the MBA students. So it can be a more kind of focused kind of a thing. Plan webinars, workshops, training programs, encourage Q&A, useful content. Please keep sharing. We can start a newsletter, journal, and make them read. Okay, and make the students also read and keep offering the tips and suggestions. I see a lot of activity in our uh, alumni, US alumni. Lot of content is happening, being shared. Uh, that can be also done for the students. It can be diverted to them, to that particular group. Professor Brahmara can forward it to the students and take it up, Q&A and mentoring. So leverage, finally, my suggestion to all the university authorities and the Vice Chancellor Garu is that kindly let us leverage the global connections of alumni all over, because for global professionals, global careers, global connections are important. So let us start with our own alumni, and each alumni also knows other global professionals, and they can help them out in their projects, in internships, in placements, and also the careers of students. Very attractive website. I think that should be the focus to start with. Uh, then there can be some centers of excellence in the campus. We can discuss on this. Strengthening the alumni services is a need of the hour. We should have more strength. And the director of alumni services, since she already knows a lot about the alumni activities, small secretarial staff is needed for assistance and keep the coordinating continuous communication from the alumni department to the students, to the alumni, okay, to different stakeholders, to the industry, to the university authorities. It should be an ongoing activity, continuous flow. That is what is important. So request the university authorities to stimulate learning. Let it be a learning environment. So what I am trying to say finally is, let it be a complete learning environment, speaking platforms, libraries, okay, increase the interaction between faculty and senior engineers and professionals from industry, continuous interaction. The more you interact, the more knowledge sharing happens, the more confident they are, and the better global professionals they will be in the making. So finally, new methods of learning, whatever we discussed so far, okay, what is the recruiters want? A better ROI and human capital. If I take this candidate, is he going to give me what I want? Okay, 5 times or 10 times what I invest on this candidate. So build value in every student. They should see the value. So students should imbibe universal competencies with interactive methods and other forms of education. Integrated programs added to the curriculum. Students get an opportunity to develop their communicative, mental, and social competencies. So finally, what I'm saying is the campus and the university should be focusing on the direct students learning. It is important. How do we implement? There should be a strategy, okay, new initiatives, action plan, taking up one at a time, because there is a resource constraint, time, resources, many. Okay, we should not diffuse at a time several things. Then learners keep learning. Learners are winners. Learning institutions are winning institutions. JNTUH is a learning university. It is a winning university. We would like to reiterate and re-emphasize on this. VC Garu, you can rest assured, JNTUH is a learning university, and the alumni shall work and contribute to play a good role, a major role, in realizing all these initiatives which I have proposed so far. Experiential learning plan of action, we can discuss when we meet in person. Okay. And last 2 slides I'll share and conclude. One more thing I suggest is a regular training of students after 5 p.m. or probably before morning 8 to 9 or evening 5 to 6. Every day there can be a continuous life skills and soft skills training. We can look at that. That is important. A batch, because there are a large number, I think more than 1,000 students are there, probably more than 2,000 students. And 4 years means more than that. How do we train all of them? How do we address all of them? How do we reach every student? So activity has to go on everywhere. So every day there should be some 100 students, 200 students being oriented for 1 hour in the campus. Let it go on parallelly, irrespective of all other things. And if some alumni wants to come on Sunday and orient, and students are willing to come, let it happen. Let it happen. So let it be a continuous learning campus, like our leading universities in USA. Let it be a learning campus. So what are the topics already listed down? Soft skills, life skills just now, and technical skills. VC Garu was mentioning about the technical skills and what the TCS initiatives with the minister, and also the entrance test, and also the and subsequently, okay, the training part of it. Fine, all that is a very good thing. Similar to that, there are CRTs, aptitude tests, psychometric tests. A separate team will work on the technical skills. A separate team exclusively on the technical skills. And in technical skill, there is a team on IT and AI, another core engineering teams. Okay, because there are a lot of jobs being created in core engineering today. Okay, that is important in railways, in shipyards, in projects. How do we take it forward? So we can really do an excellent job and do a fantastic planning, a stupendous working and progress with all these various aspects. Yes, sir. We come to the final concluding slide, the JNTUH advantage. So far, we have been talking about various things for students. Definitely, JNTUH has a huge advantage and edge over other institutions. And of late, I was told that the sciences also has been added. It is no longer engineering college. Okay, there is a good deal of focus on sciences. So we have a long-standing legacy. We have meritorious faculty. I am sure all of our senior alumni will agree. Our HODs and professors were simply marvelous. We have a quality engineering education. We have core competencies. We have an infrastructure capability, outstanding global alumni in well-placed positions. There are brilliant strengths. Let us leverage on the strengths. Let us market our strengths. Let us talk about our strengths. Let us move forward with all these positive aspects. This is not an institution which has just come up recently. 1972, we already crossed 52 years. And we have everything to take it off and compete with all the NITs and IITs and the best institutions, both in India as well as globally. So with centers of excellence and new initiatives, we can really offer the right inputs for the institution by working on future technologies, new systems, best practice in collaboration with reputed global institutions, associate the star performers and toppers with these institutions. The last point I want to share is, let us identify the star performers and toppers. They really do a good branding for the university, and also go a long way in improving the image and also boost all others, okay, with good confidence. So with these things, I would like to conclude. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. The JNTUH advantage is the way to go, and let us discuss and take it forward. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank
Hari,
you.
and also
Yeah.
Vice Chancellor Garu and Professor Brahmara for this wonderful thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramesh. A wonderful presentation. Very interesting topics you have covered, and there's a lot of follow-up need to be done. Under your leadership, when you go back to India, we will follow up on these things. So how do we implement some of the top 5 or 6 items with the involvement of the alumni? And our president, Vijay Mohan, is also there to support us back in India. So let's do something meaningful to showcase our brand and excel our students to get placement in a better way than what we are currently doing. Thank you so much, Ramesh. Now we will open the floor for some questions and answers when Ramesh is here. One of the question posted, Ramesh, in the group is similar to in the US. This one question came from one of the viewer here. What is the difference between engineering education and certification programs of different technologies learning in IITs and NITs? How certificate programs at colleges executed in town level colleges? That's what one of the questions posted in the chart. So in the US, I was on the board for the Rutgers University Executive Education Program. Typically, the short-term courses are conducted for 3 months, 1 month, 1 week, sometimes 6 months, different expertise is given to the people who are already in the industry. Those are the kind of certificate programs offered by premier institutions. And probably JNTUH already has that. But question here is, how do we take that to the rural area colleges? That's why.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ramesh.
Yeah. So firstly, let us collaborate. Okay. So basically, if we have the expertise, we do it, or else we collaborate. So my suggestion would be to identify, because US has a large number of universities. Let us make a list of at least 10 universities which are offering the certificate programs, which will do excellent value add to our students. We can talk to them, we can collaborate, and then we can proceed beyond Hyderabad. Okay, because there is a large component of students who need these certifications. So every additional activity, every certificate, okay, which adds value to the student is welcome. Most welcome this part, but it has to start with a proper collaboration.
Yes, yes. So AI certification, big data certification, data science certification. So we tailor some of those things so that when they go to the industry, they should have the full knowledge. And with the certification brand, probably they can get better placements. Thank you, Ramesh. So Vijay,
so basically,
go ahead.
Yeah, basically what is happening today is any formal education has to be supported with a certification. Certification adds value. Okay. And certification also ensures the entry, okay, to the job or business or any opportunity. So we should do a good hand holding and a proper evaluation, okay, and see what is relevant for us, and we will take it. We will absolutely take it, and a separate faculty in JNTU will be allocated to this. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Our alumni president Vijay is also on the call. Vijay, you would like to share a couple of things and work with Ramesh on how do we take it forward?
Thank you, Hari. And since beginning, Ramesh is extending very cooperation in beginning. Is the main pillar. Before we establish US chapter also, he is actively participating in interacting with the students in every college, even private college also. Wherever I used to ask him, immediately he agrees and come forward and give the suggestions and lectures. Very good. Even Kamalakar also. Kamalakar sir is the first batch of students. Every time he used to call me and he is readily accepted whatever we say. Sir, I will going to give one lecture like that, he says. And he is a very good alumni or their senior. And Hari, you are doing wonderful job. Because we launched 2019-20, then it is going up and everything. So let us continue this alumni activities vigorously, because we know a couple of years it has been stagnated, I know. But now we have a very good active Vice Chancellor as said by Ramesh, and will take this alumni very good forward. And what my suggestion to this Professor Bumra is, this Saturday webinars, we asked all the students to take part in night sessions also, because this is night, this thing 8 p.m. No, anyway, 1 hour they can spend at least for hostel students. They are from rural background students. Yeah, this type of lectures. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Vijay.
This type of lectures and all these things, so students will be benefited. So why give full cooperation on this thing? I will go to the university next week and make a proposal to the Professor Brahmana. She is very senior, and also since 4 years back she worked with us. Hari, yeah, you remember?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she is very active. So we hope good progress onwards also. It is better to take students' calls because of giving our.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it is the
So
thing.
students, please unmute yourself and ask questions.
Quite a lot of good students, lot of numbers has participated after 3 years. 50, 60, 70, numbers.
Sure.
Very good.
So Dr. G.B.K. Rao, 1975 batch mechanical engineering. He would like to say something. Go ahead, Dr. Rao, please go ahead. Unmute and please speak up. So while waiting for him, Professor
Yeah, thank you.
Kamlaker, yeah, go ahead, sir.
Thank
Go
you
ahead.
very much, and I feel very happy that JNTU Vice Chancellor and Hari, the way we are, how we are going to feature for this students. My request is most important is the student career. That is the time where we have to find their liking, whether they mechanical, civil, engineering, what is their liking, and tie up with the industries, particularly small scale industries are more important to expose to them. The exposing their their interest in such a subject like a mechanical, a small scale industry where the lathe is there, planing machine is there, drilling machine is there. Practically, the workshops, what is there in the college is different than the small industries where they have better exposure. So I feel that students be given exposure to the industries. Those industries we have to tie up. The tie up with those industries is certainly they will give more importance to the students when they come to the workshop.
Yeah, sure, sir. The director of placement probably is the right department to network with identify the potential industries where our students can be hired or provided some kind of internships while they are at college. That will be a good way to get started. And we request Professor Brahmara to coordinate with the placement directors of every college to identify in their region who are the potential employers and bring them to a table as Ramesh suggested, have a meeting arranged with them and identify their requirements and provide some additional coaching or mentoring to our students so that they can fully qualify with employable skills in their
They become the self-employed.
Yes,
They become the, they start the industries. Most of the students who are exposed to the industries, those are the people, they become self-employed and they create industries. And that is more important today's present requirement. The theory is important, there is no doubt, but exposure to the industries, it makes a lot of confidence and they go for their own industries.
Sure, sir. And there is a J-Hub also on campus if somebody wants to become an entrepreneur. So enough support system through the J-Hub already. There's a full-time director running the J-Hub. That will be a great place to test your entrepreneurship skills as well.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, GBK Rao Garu.
So nice.
Now we have our first batch student from Nagarjuna Sagar Engineering College, which was established in 1965. We are going to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee year this year. Dr. Kamalakar Arkala joined us from Australia. Please share how you plan to organize the get-together for the Diamond Jubilee celebration, Kamalakar.
Thank you, Dr. Hari. Firstly, I am not the first batch. I am third batch.
Third batch, okay.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
joined in 67, courtesy Telangana Education. 73, we graduated. In those days, 5 years, continued to 6 years. And I recently got that communication that we are going to celebrate the college Diamond Jubilee. That is a great news. And I already, in communication with Dr. Vijay Rama Rao, and I'll be talking to Professor Brahmara too. Then we will work out whatever is there. And I try to be there physically during those celebrations. And even before that, I would be coming there. So we will plan out many things like maybe a blood donation camp, and I I already communicated to a couple of you, including you, that in the same lines like our Ramesh. So I want to do the employability enhancement skills and strategies for all the constituent colleges for all branches. I'll go physically like I did in 2017 once on invite, and that this I will be doing this time in case it is permitted, and whole college can be done at a time because that will be equally applicable. That's what presently I am planning. And just now Ramesh was mentioning that on a continual basis can alumni pitch in. So I am ready. Even if from Melbourne, I can devote about at least about 3 hours per week, and I can do online training for the soft skills, which is my forte.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so
That's
much.
it.
You have a great profile, and we look forward to your leadership to guide our students, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
actually, I request the students to speak up. And one of the things Ramesh wanted is ask questions. You need to be curious. Since so much of expertise on the show today, please take advantage of it and ask questions. We have another 10-15 minutes we could devote to answer your questions. Unmute yourself, identify yourself, where you come from, what college you are, and what branch, and what is your question. Varshini, you just unmute and ask question, please. Anybody? This is what we need to get out of. Ramesh, one of the first session is to remove this fear and shyness.
There is someone called
So you need to ask.
Hari, someone called Bharat.
Yeah,
He
go
said
ahead.
he wanted to talk.
Please go ahead.
Bharat, JNTU.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Bharat.
This is Bharat from JNTUH-AA-USA, sir, Jagityal campus alumni, Department of Mechanical Engineering, 2008 to 2012 batch, sir. First of all, I would like to greet our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Kishan Kumar Reddy, sir, and our Directorate for our Alumni Affairs, Pramala Madam, and also respected our senior alumni from our JNTUH family. And I would like to thank our Ramesh Vemakanti sir for giving good speech and throwing some light regarding how alumni plays a key role regarding the development of our college and our development of students. Sir, Ramesh sir, you have given a good enlightenment and good wisdom and knowledge regarding how to cope up with the things and how we should play a key role in our college, and also how to develop ourselves. First of all, first alumni, how we should stand up and how students should be developed, and also you have thrown some light to our college administration also regarding how to implement such ideas. Ideas means how to inculcate the academic curriculum, how online training sessions should be made, and also industry related expertise, and also research and development, and also which leads to innovation. It is the it plays the major key role in our development and daily activities, sir. Being a BTech engineering graduate means it is a lifelong learner. A man born means he is a lifelong learner. So we are learners from our childhood itself. So inculcating that ideology and creativity minds, we can develop a huge, vibrant alumni from our JNTUH campus, sir. And also, it is our duty to make our students to be a brand ambassadors for our JNTUH, being a huge responsible burden on us. And I hope you have given good advice to us, and also good you have thrown a good light upon us, such that in our Jagityal campus also, whoever want anything, we take the leadership guidance for you, sir, and we will also go along with you, sir. This is what I want to thank.
Thank you, Bharat. Thank you very much. Any other students have questions, comments? So our Vice Chancellor is still here. Sir, after hearing from Ramesh and presentation, there's a lot of things he suggested for university also to cooperate and take this forward. If you can comment on and provide your inputs before we conclude the session, sir? Professor.
Harigaru,
Yes.
Harigaru, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, this might be directly to Vice Chancellor Garu or Ramesh Garu, if they can put it. Is there any program that industry gives a project to the university and university does something on that? So that way it becomes easy for the university to get some money and also for the students a good exposure of industry. Is there any programs like that?
Sir, unmute చేయాలి sir. VC గారు unmute sir.
Yeah, VC garu, we can answer that.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's all more I worked from 1994 to 2016. Largely during that time, it was due to solely personal interest. When I was in the US pursuing my PhD, I did a NASA project. So that and the US tendency to handle live projects rather than pie in the sky projects prompted me to do real-time projects and not a wayward research and waste of valuable time. So I approached BHL R&D, I approached DRDL, and went them and pestered them to give me live projects. But given the fact that we don't have too much equipment to do any live projects per se, we mostly had undergraduate lab equipment, not beyond that. And probably now over the years that lab equipment also might have gone bust and probably not working. Sorry to say that. So to go to BHL R&D, ask the scientists, do you have anything to go? Then they have to hand over a couple of MTech students, and they would do live projects, and they become more job worthy. So we did a lot of projects, bowl mill design, and one student, Shehnaz, she got a patent. We didn't have the wherewithal. Then I went to DRDL, DMRL. In fact, I was on the board of DMRL as a lab review person solely because I handled live projects. And because we didn't have any worthwhile equipment here, I underwent training in computational fluid dynamics package in Amirpet University. Sorry to say that, but me and Chennakeshwar Reddy Garu, then I learned the rope because in the US I did a totally experiment work, and that kind of work I couldn't do here because it was all high-end oxidation chemistry. So I had to be realistic and do whatever was available in the Indian scenario. So I learned the ANSYS package, got a good hang of it, and got some students to work. Then I got a project from BHL R&D, and got a good hang on that. Then wrote a proposal to DRDL and got a CARS project. CARS is Contract Acquisition of Research Services. I got a 10 lakh project. With that, I bought a research license of an ANSYS project software, and I put one student, did that, and the confidence building measure that went on, and I did 5 projects. So it's largely dependent on the faculty to go to industry and do it, largely because of the lack of any worthwhile hardware in the college. Another option, I applied for research projects to AICTE under Research Promotion Scheme. I got money. I helped Brahmara also get several projects, but I was the funding advisor in AICTE during 2002 to 2005. I gave 10 crores worth of money to Andhra Pradesh state. I was the first advisor from Andhra Pradesh in AICTE. My role was research and institutional development. So they had schemes like modernization of laboratories. So I gave, upgradation, gave computers to JNTUH, Hyderabad, to Anantapur, to Kakinada, and several other polytechnic colleges. Then there was a scheme called Research Promotion Scheme, So the funding was at the level of 10 lakhs. So all those numbers have gone up to 50, 60 now, 20 years now from. So if a person is proactive, a lot of things can be done. But if a person is, laid back and in a comfort zone, not much can happen. So it depends entirely on the individual. Although now, since I have been proactive earlier, I would like to see that such measures are taken on a pan university level and try to have linkages with BHEL, ECIL, then BDL, a lot of these organizations where they require people to work on some projects or and students benefit. It should be a win-win scenario essentially. This is what I wanted to say.
Yes, sir. One follow-up question అండి, Vice Chancellor గారు. If I heard correctly, you are from Drexel University, right? You did part of your career from Drexel University. Do you carry? Yeah, thank you. Actually, some background is my daughter is also from Drexel University. She became a doctor. She is a dermatologist. Anyway, that is the background. I'm happy that you saw Drexel University in United States. Are you taking any parallelism that can be followed in India also? Anything that can be taken? Or will you be able to provide to some JNTU University students some collaboration with the Drexel University? I mean, it will be costly, but let the cost be borne by the students also. That way they can get jobs.
Can I answer you?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2014, in the position of rector of JNTU, I went to the US to present 3 research papers in Florida. On the way back, I stopped by in Drexel and my supervisor, Dr. Nick Cernansky, welcomed me and asked me to give a lecture. And they're all very proud that I became the provost, or what they call rector in the US is called the provost. And they're very happy. Then I went around all the people and tried to forge some linkages. But sorry, nobody really took an active step. But then there's the good part about Drexel is they have a 5-year undergrad program called the co-op program. That means that additional year is worthwhile because you spend 1.5 years in industry and you get paid for those internships. Why we did that is because across the street from Drexel was University of Pennsylvania, which is an Ivy League school. Just like JNTU has IIT in the backdrop. If you want to have a unique selling proposition, you should have something different. So Drexel had this co-op program. You spend that extra 1 year, it's well worth it, but you spend 1.5 year in industry. And they were during my time, 1991 to 1987, Drexel for undergrad was rated top 10 in the US because they have 1.5 year they spent in industry with paid internships. It was well worth the effort to spend 1 extra year. So I don't know whether we can do that sort of a thing in JNTU, because students want 4 years and they want to go out. But we have something like that called the integrated dual degree program, where you spend 3.5 years in a BTech program and a 1.5 year in a master's program. But that doesn't really solve the problem because your industry orientation is not so great. All you're doing is a bunch of courses and you get a master's, but that doesn't help. So I would say, if JNTU can have another model and you go to AICT and say, look, we want a Now 4 years degree. While I was in Gujarat as a Director General or Vice Chancellor, because it's a private university, I used to send students for one whole semester of internships in the third year, first semester, or second semester, the entire one semester, just like the BITS Pilani model. You just don't send him and, send him into the wilderness. You have to monitor him, what they're doing. There should be an industry mentor. There should be a JNTU mentor who monitors the progress of the student. What are the learning objectives? What are the outcomes that has to be monitored? Otherwise, students end up going and having that 15 paisa subsidized chai and do nothing. Let me tell you. Unless it's monitored from the industry and the college mentors, that 6 months is not well monitored, might be a waste of time. So that's another model we can think of. One semester internship, either in the 3-1 or 3-2, the entire semester, and cut down on those courses. Because in the US, if I remember, in Drexel, we had 124 courses for an undergraduate degree. When I was in JNTU, we had 220 credits for a BTech. So I cried horse for 15 years and I gave up because 220 is too much. And then they cut it down to 180. Now it's 160 credits constitute a undergraduate degree. I still feel it's a lot of information in just force feeding the kids without any academic rigor. I think you're better off giving project-based learning assignments than just teaching thermodynamics, applied thermodynamics 1, 2, whatever. Just getting a lot of courses without any project-based learning doesn't make sense. But here another problem is everything is absolute grading. So students tend to copy the homeworks. The sanctity of exams is also not great. There it's relative grading. The guy doesn't show the neighbor because his grade will get affected. So you all know what we went through when we were younger.
Yes, yes.
One bright guy does the homework, everybody else copies, and if his handwriting is neater, he gets a better grade. Sorry to say that, but these are some of the practical problems.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. Actually, during the last visit of our registrar and vice chancellor, we signed MOUs with New Jersey Institute of Technology and Stevens Institute of Technology for a 5-year dual degree program. They spend 3 years in India, 2 years in the US, and they'll get BTech and MS together. But unfortunately, our university did not follow up. We will probably, under the leadership of our new vice chancellor, will revive those things. And Stevens also offered about $10,000 scholarship towards the degree. They were very nice, welcoming us. And we will revisit that, and probably that will get a better recognition for JNTU brand around the world. They're already doing something similar to that in Sweden, I believe, but now we're going to bring that into US. So there are a few more questions. Dr. Pradeep Kumar, would you like to ask your question? Unmute and ask the question.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Pradeep. Yeah, I know him.
Okay. Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, my question is, the people in town colleges like Jagityal, Mantani, or Kondagattu, Sirsilla, or other colleges, they have very good academics and they are very much sincere students. But the alumni can contribute in different branches like mechanical, electrical, EC, CSE, certification programs. It will be more better, sir, and they'll get more inspiration and more motivation, and other than conventional regular faculty. And you can adopt some colleges because we have a very rich alumni, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Vice Chancellor.
Yeah, as you rightly said, because if I remember in the US, if you are a degree holder, a BS degree holder, if you want to practice your profession as a consultant, you should be a registered engineer. You call it P, right, sir? Am I right, Mr. Hari?
Yeah, PE, correct.
Yeah, professional engineer. You have to write an exam and crack the exam and become that. Unfortunately, in India, we don't have something like that. However, if core engineering people want to have some anybody for that matter, I think certifications of any sort are really, and the international certifications are better because you are valued the world over. For example, NPTEL, things like that have certification courses in AI, ML, etc., etc. I would rather ask our students or faculty to do something like Coursera. Maybe it costs a little more, but yet certification is valid the world over. And since we have the knowledge of English, and a lot of youngsters in India, and the shortage of youngsters in the world, Europe, Japan, Taiwan, etc. If you have international certification, notwithstanding the higher cost, it's well worth it. Maybe the alumni can chip in by funding some of these certifications for the kids. But I think in mechanical, civil, electrical, I'm sure embedded system, there are some software certifications. I'm not aware, I don't remember, a little out of touch, but I'm sure they are. Because a lot of these software packages will learn how to use them properly, and not only from a theoretical point of view, from a practical point of view. But then I'm hearing AI upending all these jobs as well.
Yes, yes.
Just yesterday, I read that Microsoft asked some AI developers to develop some software which can hasten up a lot of jobs. And then they fired the guys who developed it. See, so they bit the bullet. So it's a very, very different scenario now. And, kids, I think you guys from the US should guide what will work and what will not work, because just reading a lot of things, a lot of people are being laid off. Now, I'm not trying to scare the youngsters, but these are some ground realities. And Dr. Hari, pardon me, but a lot of kids don't want to go to the US.
Okay, because whatever the recent developments, I believe, I understand. Yeah, yeah.
So the US consulate people visited me twice.
Okay.
They are anxious that not many Telugus are willing to go to the US. They told me out of 360,000 Telugus, or out of 360,000 kids who are going to the US for higher studies, 200,000 or 2 lakhs of them are Telugus.
Yes.
So that many students are not going. The US is losing so much money. So they came to me and they said, okay, we will help students choose universities without going through middlemen and all kinds of things. But having said that, if our students don't find value in going to the US and they don't get the magic H1 visa, US is a strict no-no for them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, sir. Yeah, yeah.
So we are looking at Europe now, because the German team came and said, okay, we want to look at your students for a undergraduate and a master's program in engineering. I understand the enrollment in Germany for STEM courses has come down. So they want to up their industrial complex because of the sanctions from the US. So they want STEM people, and Indians being bright, and the medium of instruction would be in English in Germany. And the tuition fee they're talking about is 7 to 10 lakhs per annum. That's way lower than the US.
Correct.
So your Stevens University and all those may not hold attraction.
Correct, sir. Yeah, yeah. Things are changing very rapidly. Yeah, yeah. So I have one more question from Abhinay. Abhinay, can you ask your question? Unmute and do that. If not, we'll go to Sri. You have a question?
Good evening, sir. Good
Yeah.
evening, everyone, respected sirs. Sir, I would like to ask, before sirs gave a word that we need internships. I mean, if we do the internships, we'll get the better experience, better exposure about the industries and everything. But here in not only my college, also when we look up to my friends' colleges too, which are affiliated with JNTU, they too say that they don't give internship, like attendance is affecting on the internship, sir. I mean, the college is not giving prior attendance to the students so that they go to the industry and give an exposure to the industry. So this attendance part is affecting the students' exposure, sir. So I just want few words
I
about
mean,
that.
if it's a recognized program, if they are attending industry, that time should be given as attendance, right? It's not the somehow there is a disconnect, I guess.
Can I answer that, sir?
Please, go ahead, Brahma. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hello, Ma. Very nice that you have brought that point. I understand many of the students are facing the same issue, and the university also recognize this issue. That we are asking for the in curriculum, we are saying that internship is a must, and we are unable to, give that slot for the internship of 1.5 months or at least 1 month to the students. So now in the R25 regulations, under the Vice Chancellor's leadership, it's being, planned to see that for the first year, there won't be any summer break, so that from the second year onwards, that summer without that summer break, we are trying to match our academic calendar to suit in such a way that at least 4 to 6 weeks of summer time can be given to the students in the second year and third year so that they can go for internship during these times. So by not giving the summer break in the first year, we are trying to make up the academic calendar, because in our not just in the state of Telangana, even in the state of Andhra Pradesh also, by the time the students join in the first year, it will be September end almost. So yeah, the university has understood, and they are now planning to see that that particular time allocated exclusively for the internship is given, as VC sir has mentioned in the R25 regulations. They are also planning to increase more amount of the experiential learning and also the skill development courses, as Ramesh Garu has mentioned. Those are also with the credit-based skill development courses are being introduced in the R25 regulations, so that it will benefit all the students. And Ramesh Garu, I take this opportunity to kindly ask you to share the PPT with us, because it has several points for the university also, so which we would like to go through and share with our, principals and directors. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I
Certainly,
hope I
certainly I'll
answered
share.
your question, Amma.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So any other questions from students before we conclude the session?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah, identify yourself. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, my name is Manteja from JNTUH College, Hyderabad. Hello.
Go ahead. We can hear you. Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
sir, one thing about our college is like as my friends from NIT and IIT are having a sem break of 1 month and 3 months per every year. But here in JNTU, we are having only sem break as 1 week or 10 days. So my friends out there are visiting many industries in their sem breaks, but we are unable to go because we are getting only 1 week. So it is very difficult to us. So if we decrease our sem duration and if we increase that holiday, so we can benefit by going to industries and learning new skills in that holidays. So So in the same day, so we don't have such enough time. So we should write exams, notes, and lab things, etc. So that's about.
Madam Brahmara, can you answer that and follow up with the Vice Chancellor?
Yeah, sir, sure, sir. Maniteja, yeah, the question was just now I was mentioning the same. This problem has been recognized and the corrective measures are being taken up from the coming regulations onwards. But even for your batch also, now you have almost 1 month of summer break is there. And we have second Saturday and fourth Saturday is holiday for the entire college, but for the students anyway, 5 days are the working days, and on Saturdays you can use that Saturday for visiting the industries nearby and for arranging the talks. And we have certain clubs already in place, so you can make use of them and try to see that programs are arranged and students also should come, and they also come, and these interactions do take place. I also would like to take this opportunity, Dr. Harigaru and alumni Ramesh Garu and other alumni here, and presently the clubs are doing excellently well. And recently our literary club has come up with the newsletter, which was very uniquely and very beautifully designed by them, encompassing all the activities done in the last 1 year. So they made this as a point to release the calendar, year-wise calendar, and then they conduct the events, and at the end of it they are going to publish the newsletter. So I'll share with Dr. Harigaru
Please.
that newsletter, and which was also appreciated by our Vice Chancellor, sir. So like that. So Maniteja, so please you use that Saturdays for such kind of activities, to visit the industries and do such things. And right now you have 4 weeks of time, which can be extended to maximum of 6 weeks. Probably, with if you can show the proper, industry internship letter, the faculty also would acknowledge it and probably give you the attendance for now. For the next R25 regulations onwards, anyway, the corrective measures are being taken by the university.
Thank you, Madam Brahmana. So I have Ram Aruri wants to share something about AI. Go ahead, sir. Ram, sir.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you for amazing discussion. And yeah, there is a lot of simplicity and scope with the help of technology like AI, ChatGPT, and Gemini, etc. So I have created a channel on the soft skills, life skills, and giving some 50 multiple choice questions, 100 multiple choice questions, which makes the job easy for any student to improve their skills in the soft or life skills or communication. So I posted in the chat. If anybody wants to take it to the student level, most welcome. I already shared with Professor Brahmara and Ramesh ji and other people as well. I just thought I could share that, sir. Thank you, Harigaru.
Thank you very much, sir. If possible, next week, I would request you to go and meet Professor Brahmara and the Vice Chancellor to see what you can
Yes.
offer. Thank you so much for coming forward to help us, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, with this, no further questions. I would like to request our Secretary Suresh Chapdi to provide the vote of thanks and conclude the session.
Can I just
go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
స్టూడెంట్స్ మీలో ఎవరికైనా ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడడంలో కష్టంగా ఉంటే తెలుగులో మాట్లాడండి. ఏవైనా ప్రశ్నలు ఉంటే అడగండి, మొహమాట పడకండి. ఎవరైనా తెలుగులో మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటే మీకు ఒక 2-3 నిమిషాలు టైం ఇస్తాము. కొంచెము ధైర్యం చేసి మాట్లాడండి. ఏమంటే విషయాలు బయటికి రావాలి, ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటే తెలియాలి. సో ఎవరైనా తెలుగులో మాట్లాడదలుచుకుంటే ప్లీజ్ మాట్లాడండి.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. Chapandi.
Sir, good evening, sir. It's nice interacting with all of you, and it's a great opportunity. Myself, I'm Manidip from JNTUH-AA-USA. So, before 2 or 3 weeks, respected principal sir, he was addressing us and saying about placement opportunities, and he was speaking that VC sir is so much concerned about the placements that are being happening on all the 4 colleges, and also said that VC sir will try to, provide us an opportunity like mass hiring program or something like that in the upcoming months. So, is there any update on that? Will the schedule, our timetable has been cut off, and it has been uh, forward to only June 30, and in 1 month we'll be moving out of the college. So within this 1 month, there will be any placement opportunities for our college, because we are the first years. We are the first years and we don't have any seniors. So it was hard for us. There were no people for guiding us. There was no such thing. So that's what the hard thing that we faced. So I would like to ask the sir and respected people that will we getting any placement opportunities in this 1 month or not? That's my question, sir. Sorry.
Sir, VC sir, shall I answer that, sir?
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, very nice to hear you, Manideep, and thank you for joining the session and coming forward to ask the questions. Sir has already acknowledged the issue, and he was actually behind us since then, since he met all the students there. He wanted to see that in this coming 1 month or 2 months, some placements can be offered for the students of Sirisila, Jagityala, and Mantani also. Already sir has contacted Telangana Placement Officers Association head, and who also promised to see that certain companies are being come forward to place the students. And also, Manideep, even if you leave the college in the next 1 month also, I hope your college will see that your details are being taken. Even in JNTU Hyderabad also, till September, the students keep getting the placements, the final year students. So please see that your details are well preserved with the college, so that you can be called upon whenever such placement opportunities come. So normally till September, the final year students do get the placements. So we hope that the head of Telangana Training and Placement Officers Association head, who already has promised, will come with certain opportunities very soon, which was initiated by VC sir already, since sir has met you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for answering. I'm really happy to hear this. Also our placement our placement had also said the same thing, that we'll be having something like the passed out batch, and we'll be trying to contact you if there is an opportunity like that.
Yeah, also Manideep, you being the first batch students of Rajana Sirsila, you understood the need of mentorship, and you also felt that you also missed that part. So please provide the mentorship to your juniors, even if you leave the college.
Yeah, madam. I will be making sure to do that, madam. Thank you.
Very nice.
All the best, Mandeep. Good luck. And if you need anything from the alumni, please reach us anytime. We'll be happy to assist you as well. So,
yes,
thank you. This is the first time we have a full house here, and I'm very happy to see that our Vice Chancellor is still on the session. This is very happy to see his commitment for the betterment of the university and welfare of the students. Thank you. And Madam Brahmara also. So with this, let request Suresh Chapdi to conclude the session with a vote of thanks to our speakers today.
Thank you, Hari Garu. Appreciate it. And I just wanted to thank Vice Chancellor Garu for staying here and providing all the feedback. Appreciate everything that you have done, and keep doing, sir. We're looking forward for more great things to come from JNTU and all campuses. Thank you, Professor Brahmara garu. It's great working with you in the past, and I'm looking forward to working with you as well, as together we can do a lot for our students as well. And Ramesh garu, it was a wonderful keynote speech. We really need it at this hour. We, as our global alumni, under the leadership and chairmanship of Dr. Hari garu, we will do everything we can to grow and support our JNTUH community, especially our next generation, and continuously make it a winning university. With that, thanks everyone for your participation. It was a great webinar, and we look forward to seeing you all in the next webinar.
Thank you, Suresh. So, Madam Brahmara and Vice Chancellor Garu, I think looks like there's a communication